Hey everyone, welcome to the last week of July 2025, Railfan updates and announcements. The Flying Yankee Association is fundraising for a permanent facility for the historic train set. The association is also having a matching fund where all donations up to $235,000 will be matched dollar for dollar. The Canaan Railroad Days is coming back this year, not only with the Roger Williams train set, but also New Haven 2058 will be there. This event will take place at the Canaan Union Station Saturday, August 9th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Amtrak's Northeast Corridor in northern New Jersey, the Portal North Bridge has been making significant progress as ballast and track are being laid. This new bridge is expected to be ready for service sometime in March of 2026. Coming later in August 2025 is the 35th anniversary of the Riverhead Railroad Festival on Saturday and Sunday, August 23rd and the 24th. There will be barbecue, music, Long Island Railroad GP38 simulator, railroad-related vendors, train layouts, and more. Also, the Long Island Railroad Station in Riverhead, New York is just walking distance from the Railroad Museum of Long Island. At Steamtown National Historic Site, progress has been made on the metalwork on Delaware and Lackawanna coach car number 335. At the time I made this video, $15,500 has been raised. The Central Pennsylvania chapter of the National Railway Historical Society will be having the 49th annual train show and sale at the Warrior Run Fire Department Social Hall in Allenwood, Pennsylvania. This event will take place on Sunday, August 24th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Strasburg Railroad's mechanical department continues to make great progress on restoring C&O 484 number 614 to operation. Boiler jacketing, appliances, and plumbing are being removed and inventoried, and each item needs to be inspected before being installed back onto the locomotive. The Chesapeake and Ohio Historical Society is selling special West Virginia DMV license plates. However, at least 100 license plates have to be pre-ordered in order for West Virginia DMV to formalize design and begin production and distribution. There is some very exciting news at the Baltimore Streetcar Museum as they have been awarded $165,000 for the fiscal years 2026 and fiscal year 2027 by the City of Baltimore Cultural Spaces Capital Support Fund. The funds will support the museum's new campus vision centered around a restored and repurposed former Maryland and Pennsylvania Railroad roundhouse. Starting today, the Frederick County Society of Model Engineers will have open houses every Saturday throughout August, each day opening from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. This model railroad club is close by to the Walkersville and Southern Railroad near Frederick, Maryland. Also, what's been happening in Maryland is the Western Maryland Scenic Railroad needs $45,000 to get 45 new certified boiler flues for 280 consolidation number 734. Show your support today so 734 can operate again in the future. The North Carolina Transportation Museum in Spencer has restored this former MARC coach into Pullman green livery. This was originally built as a Norfolk and Western sleeping car. The Johnson City Railroad Experience in Tennessee received $50,000 in state funding. This funding will go towards museums' programs, historical collections, educational exhibits, and more. The Kentucky Railway Museum has some limited edition LN 152 merchandise, including t-shirts that will benefit the 152's restoration. Also in Kentucky, Kentucky Steam Heritage Corporation has launched a $10,000 matching opportunity where donations will be matched dollar for dollar. This matching fund will help continue the EPA brownfield cleanup and redevelopment of the Heritage Center campus, new track, facility upgrades, and the continued restoration of 2716. We have an update on the Pier Marquette number 1225. A few years ago, crew members of the Spokane, Portland, and Seattle number 700 sold extra tubes to the 1225 crews to help get the 1225 back up and running again. We have very good news from American Steam Railroad as $7,000 has been raised for former Reading 2100 to perform another steam test. And thank you so much to everyone who has contributed to the 2100 thus far, and this locomotive is getting closer to pulling excursion trains. Coming September 18th to the 20th, the Penn Central Railroad Historical Society will have its annual convention at the Holiday Inn Purdue in Fort Wayne, Indiana. This convention includes tours and a chartered train ride from Pleasant Lake, Indiana to Reading, Michigan and return. All tour attendees must be 16 years or older, and long pants and sturdy closed-toe shoes are required for all tours. Also, while registering for the convention, non-members get a 1-year Penn Central Railroad Historical Society membership. The Illinois Railway Museum has announced that an SD70 Mac number 9400 has been donated from BNSF Railway. This locomotive is pretty significant as the locomotive itself pioneered AC traction for freight service. And today, a lot of diesel-electric locomotives were either built with AC or have been converted from DC to AC. Saturday, August 9th, there will be a sunset photo special at the Monticello Railway Museum. Wabash F7A number 1189 will lead some of the museum's Illinois Central passenger cars, and the event will begin 5 p.m. and end around 8 p.m. In Green Bay, Wisconsin, the National Railroad Museum will have an official opening of the Fox River Extension on Saturday, September 20th. Admission is $9.20 per person for ages 2 or older, with free train rides all day. The Union Pacific Historical Society will have its annual convention in the Quad Cities area, specifically at the Holiday Inn in Rock Island, Illinois, from Wednesday, September 17th to Saturday, September 20th. This convention includes an open house at the Railroading Heritage of Midwest America shops in Silvis, Illinois, on Friday, September 19th. Also, what's coming on Saturday, August 23rd is a Railfan Day at the East Troy Railroad Museum. Spend the day riding and photographing historic electric rail cars, explore the museum's model train display, and even enjoy free popcorn at the depot. Now here's what a lot of folks in the railroad community have been talking about recently, where both Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern railroads have agreed for Union Pacific to buy Norfolk Southern and create the first transcontinental railroad that would span from coast to coast. However, it is not guaranteed to happen, as this proposed takeover has yet to be reviewed by the Surface Transportation Board, and time will tell if this takeover gets the green light or not. So what are your thoughts about this possible takeover? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, I encourage you all to click on the link below in the description to learn more about this possible takeover. The North Texas chapter of the NRHS has organized a trip on Amtrak's Heartland Flyer and Grapevine Vintage Railroad's Trinity River excursion. This trip will take place on Saturday, November 8th, starting at the Grapevine Convention Center in Grapevine, Texas at 8:30 a.m. On the first evening of New Mexico Railroad Days in Albuquerque, there will be a night photo shoot with Santa Fe 484 number 2926. Buy your tickets today and show your support to help prepare 2926 for future mainline excursions. We have some more updates from the Rail Excursion Management Company. First, RailExco recently acquired an Amfleet 2 coach car, which was mostly used on East Coast long-distance Amtrak trains. Second, work continues on passenger car named Edgewood in Stearns, Kentucky. And third, shiny new wheel sets have arrived for a former New York Central Bud coach car. Finally, we have an update on Canadian National number 6060, as work has been done to remove diesel fuel from the superheaters before they are reinstalled back on the locomotive. Diesel fuel was used to prevent rusting and deterioration inside the tubes while other parts of the locomotive were being worked on. This is one step closer to a hydrostatic test and eventually bring Canadian National 6060 back into service. Thank you all for joining me for this week's Railfan updates and announcements. Don't forget to click on the links below in the description to learn more, buy your tickets, or donate. And of course, to stay up to date on more Railfan updates and announcements videos, click on the subscribe button and click the Receive All Notifications option after clicking the bell. A playlist of the Railfan updates and announcements videos will be on the left, as well as my 10-year anniversary video on the right for those who haven't seen it yet. Likes and comments also helps this YouTube channel support more rail preservation projects. That is all for this week. This is Transcontinental Railfan, and I'll see you all next time.